everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of BU Unfiltered. I'm Gabby, your resident creative strategist. Sometimes I forget my job title. I'm quirky like that. But today's episode, we're gonna have a very special guest. All our guests are special, actually. But this episode, it kind of gives an insight on what it feels like to be in a position that you don't expect yourself to be. But before we proceed, I wanna tell everyone to please like and subscribe the BSA Solutions Inc. YouTube channel, and enjoy all our videos. You can review our past BU episodes, and that's it. So without further ado, let me introduce our guest, Miss Olive from Recruitment. Woo!
Hi everyone, I'm Olive from Recruitment and currently the VP for Education for BSA Toastmasters Club.
So Olive is actually a recruitment assistant, and for those of you who might not be familiar with her, she's there in the production of 14th floor here in BSA. And you might not see her, but maybe you can hear her.
Yes, you can definitely hear me and the rest of the recruitment team definitely. But yeah.
So tell us a bit more about yourself, Olive, and what you do here in BSA, and what's a VP education.
Right. So sorry, it's just so weird to jump on right ahead on my background, so I'm gonna introduce myself again.
Yourself, yeah.
So hi, I'm Olive. I'm just called Olive. That's my only name, and currently I'm the recruitment assistant. I'm part of the recruitment department, and I'm also the VP for Education for Toastmasters Club here in BSA. As a recruiter, what I do basically is I process candidates, do their initial screening, endorse them to hiring managers, and then basically process everything before your start date.
Yeah.
And as a VP for Education, what I mostly do is plan meetings. I'm also the one who tracks progress in terms of their pathways, as well as bridge or mentorship as well, and of course leadership. So yeah, I think that's basically it.
For the viewers who don't know, VP Education is an officer position for our Toastmasters Club, which we'll be getting into later in this episode. So as the first part of our Icebreakers, because we do love our Icebreakers here in the marketing team, we have a bowl of questions where you can pick a question there, and we'll ask you to answer it right in front of everyone. So please, where is the bowl of questions? Okay, here's the bowl of questions. They're all safe for work, don't worry. Okay.
I hope there's no business questions here.
Okay. You're not allowed to say.
Okay, so the question is, what's something you secretly like that a lot of people don't?
Yes. It can be like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But make it safe for work,
Okay. Something safe for work.
Yeah.
Something.
Or it can be a food, or yeah.
I'm not sure if a lot of people don't like this, but I love dipping my fries into anything edible, of course. I think my friends would
acid.
I think my friends would find it, I don't know. They would always get flabbergasted every time. For example, we eat fries, and then I would just dip it in an iced tea.
Iced tea?
Yes, if for example, if I'm drinking iced tea, or if I'm drinking Coke. Yes, I know it's controversial, but I don't know. It's just weird to eat it alone. So I just dip it to anything that's edible and available.
I see why it's controversial.
Yes.
But yeah, I've heard that there's the debate on dipping in ice cream.
Yes.
In ice cream.
But it actually tastes good. I also like it. Yeah.
It's sweet and salty.
Yes.
So yeah, I see it, but yeah, I understand the controversy. I was it's at first I was it's normal.
Yeah.
But then when you said
Ice
in Coke,
tea, or Coke or Sprite, whatever drink is available.
Okay, so moving on to more icebreaker questions. So let's play a quick game of rapid fire questions. So I say this or that question, you just answer it, and yeah. Okay. So first question: an afternoon of pickleball or an afternoon of binging your favorite sitcom?
Well, recently I think I'll pick pickleball. Yeah.
Okay.
So pickleball.
Okay, she's sporty.
After
lifestyle.
what? 20 years? 26 years?
Okay. Okay, next question. No internet for a week or your favorite manga site gets shut down permanently.
No internet for a week. I mean, it's not new. I think that's pretty common, especially for those who have that kind of brand of internet connection.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not new, so yeah, no internet for a
Okay,
week.
rather than having your favorite manga site get shut down permanently.
Yeah, no, I don't think I like that. No.
Yeah, because it's so hard to look for another
Yes,
one,
yes,
right?
and only the insiders would know what's the new website is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing is, okay, sorry, like,
Yeah. Segue.
segue, because you can't like, people don't really promote these manga sites
Yes, because it would
gets-
take down again.
it
So
would
you
get
really have to
taken
like to
down.
dig
Yeah.
everywhere. It's
So
like
yeah, I see. You would rather suffer no internet
yes,
for
it's
a
like
week.
the dark web in there. So yes, it's
Gets,
just full
gets.
of illegal sites.
Okay, next one. No phone or no PC?
No PC. I actually don't have a PC currently as
Oh.
well. Yeah, I survive with phone and
Or-
a laptop.
Oh, okay, okay. But no phone or no laptop?
No laptop.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Current obsession at the moment?
Currently, so I've been doing pickleball. For those who know me since I was little, I don't have any sports like at all. I'm not sporty. I don't like to sweat. I don't even have any sports shoes. Like our recruitment team.
You own the recruitment.
It's fine. But the recruitment team knows that I don't do sports. So the first time I had my first like running shoes and I brought it in the office, I was really proud. Like, guys, I have my first running shoes. I have a running shoes.
It's like a milestone, major
Yes,
milestone in your
yes,
life.
because I really don't play sports. So I'm like lamya. I'm very lamya. Good. So yeah.
That's great, that's great. And it's good that your current obsession is actually beneficial for
Yes,
you.
yes. I mean, this is kind of like controversial. I mean, this is just me, so don't come at me. But I think the reason I like pickleball is because it's so easy to learn. Yeah, for someone not very sporty like me, or really zero in sports. So yeah.
Yeah, it's great that there's like a sport that everyone can play.
Yeah.
Like the entry level is like easy to get.
Yes.
Because not everyone can get into sports like competitively.
Yes.
yeah, it's-
I don't think I can do that. I just play for fun.
Yeah, me too. And says the person who only played like 3 or 2 pickleball games. So lastly, what's a mantra or motto that you have always lived by?
It's nothing special. It's just whatever. That's it. Like, whatever my day is, that's it. Whatever my decision is, that's it. Like, whatever, wherever my life goes, that's it. Like, whatever.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah, it's sort of like it is what it is. But it's more of like, no longer, fighting for the opposite, things. But, just, okay, if this is it, then this is it.
Okay, I like that mindset. Yeah. So let's look at some of the comments. Alex, Carlos, and I think this is Miss Fret says hi. Sheena says hello. Sir Ryan says hello. Miss Fretz, this is Miss Fretz, right?
Yeah.
Says binangkal. Well, I don't know what.
Yeah, I think it's the controversial things that I like because I like binangkal.
Okay. Then Alex says Olive only drinks hot water.
All right.
Really?
Yes, I only drink hot water, like really hot water. My boyfriend would always joke whenever he drinks coffee, and then after that he would drink my water. He would always say, "Oh, mas init pa sa akong coffee."
Ah,
Yeah, I
okay.
only drink hot
Is it for your
water.
throat, or?
No, I think it's also because I get cold easily.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just my tummy don't feel comfortable
okay.
drinking
So
cold
it's-
water.
it's like
yeah.
typical-
And it's
okay.
not just like warm water, but it's really like hot.
Like
so like
tea, like
mag-asugid
for
siya.
tea.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Kasi mag-steam siya, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's controversial.
Yeah,
So
another
sorry.
controversial. Carlos says fries plus iced tea emoji, ice emoji.
Yeah. Sorry.
And then Jaira says olive. Hi Jaira,
Hi,
can
Jai.
hear your voice here. And then Carlos says use my mantra, JK. And Jotham says, are you ready? Yes, we're ready, Jotham.
Yes, we are.
Ready for what? Okay, so we're enough of the icebreakers. Let's go to the main portion of BU. We're gonna do the hot seat. So, you've been at DSA for over a year now. And in such a short amount of time, it's kind of amazing to see that the impact you've made here, both as a recruiter and as a member of Toast, especially now that you're an officer of Toastmasters. So I just wanna let the viewers know more about you, and can you tell them how did you hear about DSA and what prompted you to apply here?
Okay. So, one of the recruiters right now is Jotham. Shout out Jotham. He is actually the one who like messaged me on LinkedIn and told me about their role. But at the same time, I also have someone who I worked with from a previous company who worked here, who transferred here and referred me. So yeah, basically that's how I found out about BSA, and I've been interested actually because I also had like a friend before who worked here for a client. So yeah, I was always been interested with BSA.
So it was in your radar.
Yes, it's been in
Okay.
my radar. So yeah, that's basically how I found out about it.
Okay, so and eventually you applied
Yes,
and
eventually
all
I
that.
applied.
So, when did you celebrate your first year anniversary?
June this
June,
year.
so
I got
it's-
hired,
it's
or I
August.
started June last year.
Oh, so it's been 1 year and 2 months.
Yes.
Yeah. So during the time that because I think you're the newest, or you're the
Currently,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I think,
currently, yeah, from the recruitment team. You were also recently appointed as Vice President Education for the new set of Toastmasters officers this year. So to give our viewers a brief background, Toastmasters is our club that encourages public speaking, and it helps develop your public speaking skills. And currently, it's all the internal team members here in BSA are most of them are members, and we are looking to expand to our associates, our client-facing
Yes, that's
employees, and yeah. Also, if you want to know more about Toastmasters, our first episode of BU that what we shot this year featured Miss Cherry, who is the immediate past president of Toastmasters. So if you want to know more about Toastmasters, you can view that episode. So going back, you were recently appointed as the VP Education of Toastmasters this year. And in full honesty, how did you embrace this responsibility? Or what was your reaction when you first heard, like, hala, ako ang VP Education?
Yes. So, just a background as well for those who don't know. Two of the past president of like Toastmasters Club are both in the recruitment.
In your department?
Yes, and the current president is in the department as well. So it's actually more of like the pressure to not say no, but at the same time, it's sort of like embracing the responsibilities. It's like I don't want to close my doors to the opportunity, the opportunity to learn, because definitely there's like a lot to learn there. And since I was in school, I've always been, I've a lot of extracurriculars.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So when I started working, that was like, I was just focusing on work. So I think it's also, sort of like a refreshing step for me. But yeah, so how I embrace the responsibilities, it's all thanks to Alex, Miss Cherry, and Sheena. Shout out.
Shout out to Alex. Miss
Yes.
Cherry, and Sheena.
Even up until now, I would still always like. There's always still like questions that I want to ask. Wanted to verify in terms of the role or the responsibilities that I have. But they really helped me on stepping up or embracing my responsibilities as like VP Ed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so I have a question. You mentioned when you were in school, you had a lot of extra. So you were like BS org. Is that what they say?
Yes, actually. So it's always I always spend a lot of time in school, but actually that changed during college. So since elementary until senior high school, I've always been, I have like a lot of extracurriculars. If there's more clubs I could join, I will.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Wow.
but it changed when I was in college. I don't know. I think it's the city air.
Oh, you're not
Yes.
from the city.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
from the south, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
from Minglanilla. So most of
Okay.
my school experience are in like Talisay or
Ah.
barely in the city. So when I started in the city proper, like in the middle of the city, nanjod, I don't know. I think it's the city air. I just really wanted to go home after every class.
So you lived in Mingla when you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the commute is like terrible
Yes.
there. Yeah.
Yes.
Like there's like an intersection.
Yes, even like the traffic, it's just so draining. So, I attend my classes and then I just go home. So, again, it's just sort of like a refreshing like step for me to, another sort of like an extracurricular role.
Yeah, that's great that you were able to experience that here in BSA. It's like going back to your passions and also like your as the VP education. I remember because I'm the VP VPR, and you're basically like the project manager of the.
Yes. Yes.
You're keeping everything together.
Yes. It's like I should know about everything. Something
Yeah.
like that. So, I mean, I'm okay actually because I always take notes. I'm fond of like admin tasks. I love doing it. But aside from that, I'm also like the type of person who would always assume like the worst. So
So you have to have a backup plan.
yes,
like that.
and also at the same time, whenever like I do something, I would always, overthink it. Like if this happens, if this bad thing happens, I have like, something like this. So every time we execute, for example, the meeting, I know it's bad, but I'm more focused on what went wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would always like list, okay, this is not good, so next time I should do this.
That's good because like at the next meeting you know what to
Yeah.
improve.
But-
And also like I would also like to commend you because I remember I think I was told that I think you told me that if I can't do my task I'll just ask you for help. So I was like okay. Okay, it's okay if I can't finish this. I'm just kidding. I'm not
someone's
like
gonna
that. Olive will finish it. But yeah, it's really hard not like to being a project manager. So shout out to all like project managers out there.
Yes, it's really
Yeah,
hard.
it's a tough task, but it's a learning experience for
Yes,
you
yes,
also. And so next, I also want to talk about you mentioned earlier senior high, and you meant and when I met you before this, you mentioned that you were part of the first batch of students
Yes.
who went through senior high. So personally, I am the second batch, so I'm after you. So I'm just curious, do you think that being part of that senior high system, because like they add extra 2 years to the
Yes.
original system, do you think how that changed how you viewed things when you started work?
Well, I cannot say like a definite yes or no because I cannot compare it because I don't know myself who did not go through senior high. So I've only known, myself and who went through senior high. But if I have to compare myself to the other batches, what I really felt is that the gap. Because of course, when you were in senior high school, you have like a different building, so you
Yeah.
rarely feel it because
Yeah.
like everyone's in senior high school. But when I reached college, my seniors were already in the fourth year, and there's like no second years or third
You were
years.
first year and then
Yes.
Also, there was no second year.
Yes.
So fourth year.
Yes.
There's like a big gap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think we do have like third years at that time, but they're
Mga
more of like
irreg-
shifty
or,
or
okay.
irregulars,
Yeah.
irregular students. But you can really feel the gap, and then how your seniors see you. Like they would
Yeah.
always baby us, something like that. And if you ask them, they're just, I mean, I was born 1999. So at that time, I was like 18 years old when I went to college. My seniors are just
98.
19. Yeah, 19 years old or 20. And they're already in their fourth year in college. And they would always baby us because, yeah, freshies. And like, if you if you focus on the age, it's not much of a gap.
Yeah.
But because of like the 2 years in senior high school, you can really see the difference. The years that we've spent in senior high school. But I'm also glad at the same time that I went through senior high school, because I don't think I can do what the other batches did, like went to work at 20 or 21
Yeah,
years
yeah,
old.
yeah, for sure. For
Yeah, I
sure.
graduated like 22 years old, and
Yeah.
even then I feel young. Yeah, I think like I don't think I'm old enough to go to work. I think I need more years to go to school,
Yeah.
something like that. So imagine going to work at 20 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I can do that. So I'm sort of like glad as well that I did senior high school. It's sort of like a buffer as well,
Yeah.
before going to like college really. So yeah.
Yeah, so it felt like you were given more time to, become who you are
Yes,
now.
actually.
Like
To enjoy
like,
more
yeah, and
of
to like
myself at that age.
yeah, and to think what you really want in your life and what
Yes.
your priorities are. So I think that's a good insight. Because I remember, I don't know if I was there, because I think this was targeted towards the first batch. I don't know if you remember the meme, the "Are you threatened by a senior?"
Yes. Oh my
From a
gosh.
certain institution.
No, actually, that wasn't like a meme. Someone really
Oh, yeah,
posted
yeah, yeah,
that.
it was in Twitter.
From in
Yeah.
Twitter,
Yeah.
and like because I think a lot of college student at that time, they would always again baby us like, senior high school. I mean, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think from that certain institution, I think it was worse.
Yeah, I think
So
it
I'm
was
not
during
sure.
their intrams or
Yeah,
something.
so I'm
something
not
like
sure
that.
what happened, but
Yeah.
she posted that.
Yeah.
And then
It became like a meme in the whole,
yes.
and not even Cebu, it's like whole Philippines. I
Yes,
think.
and then the funny thing is, when we went to college, I think I was in first year or second year. She posted again, she tweeted again, and she said, "College is so hard," something like that, and she just posted, and then it went viral again, and
Oh.
then they put it like side by side.
Oh, like they
Yeah, how
they
she
went through
posted-
like, oh my god, familiar, like
Yes.
a user, and they're like, oh, she's the one who tweeted
Oh,
that.
so it's sort of like hypocritical.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
some point, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
really funny.
But you can see like the from that meme alone, you can really see
Yeah.
that there's like a cultural gap.
Yeah.
It's also because I think when I was in senior high, like I also felt like, I think for me personally, I felt like I was like ill prepared for
Yes,
things.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't much explanation what it really is,
Yeah,
what we're
yeah.
supposed to do. I remember I was in grade 5 and we just started
Oh yeah, they were like,
seminars,
you're the
right?
senior high.
Yes, the K-12 will start with you, and like
And then I didn't know. Yeah, same. I didn't know.
I don't know what that is. I just
Yeah.
know there will be like 2 additional years, and that's
Yeah.
it. I don't know what it's for, what's its importance.
And then ang atong textbooks kay like nanay label
Oh,
like
K
K
to
to 12.
12.
And I was like, what is this? Okay. Oh,
Yes,
this is-
and instead of like first year, kay ikaw ang taas, grade 7, and then kami naman ang pioneers, among gisundan kay second years. It's
yeah.
just so confusing because
Yeah.
our teachers would say, oh, grade 7, and then second year, like,
Yeah, and then the thing was, I remember like, so ang sunod nimo kay second year, diba?
Yeah.
So, I think it was still the same, like the lessons, because they said it was going to be completely different
Yes,
and all
yes.
that. But there were still lessons that were like, this is still the same, because I could ask notes from my higher years.
yes, yes.
So it's kind of like, okay, like,
yeah, actually, because they said, right, like, yeah, it's a different curriculum, but I think I also experienced like the difference because I have this like higher year friends, and they're doing this lesson that we're currently doing in grade 7, and they had it in like second year, but there are also like lessons they took when they were in like first year that wala na natog ikuan pa
Okay.
grade 7.
So it's kind of like
yeah, like
rejumbling lang
yes,
the lessons.
rejumble lang siya.
Okay, so let's go back to reading some of the comments. Alex says, yes, you can do it, girl. Sheena says, thank you for saying yes, VP Education Olive. Miss Sherry says, you're doing an awesome job, Olive. Thank you, thank you. Sheena says, VPE is one of the most challenging role in Toastmasters. You're doing great, Olive. So thank you, Miss Sherry and Sheena.
Thank you, Alex.
Sir Melvin says, Olive, long live. And Miss Alex says, that was her alma mater. Okay, let's
Oh.
not mention that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But, you know,
Sorry.
if you're from a big school, things happen.
Yes.
You can't prevent that. Fun times, fun times. So let's move on to life at BSA. I want to ask, what do you do as a recruitment assistant, and what are some of the misconceptions people have about your job?
Yeah, so what I basically do is everything before the candidates gets hired. So we do the screening. Actually, we do the postings of the job, sourcing for candidates. We do the screening, and until they get hired. So, I mean, of course, we work with other departments as well.
Yes.
Common misconception is, okay, this is funny because every time we would have like a reunion or tapok-tapok lang
Yeah,
sa
yeah.
relatives, my Lola would always say, yeah, my granddaughter Olive is in HR. I mean, recruitment is one of the facets of HR, but
Yeah.
in outsourcing industry, it's usually like separated. Yeah. So recruitment would have its own department, and then HR would have its own department. But it's tiring to explain it to my Lola. So I just say, yeah, yeah, I'm in HR.
And
And after that, ako lola, mingon yun siya, pasudlasi ka
oh
ni,
my God.
pasudlasi ka ni. And I'm like, first of all, we cannot do that because we are not the only decision makers, guys. So we just process candidates. We guide candidates all through their application process, but the final decisions would be with the hiring manager, with the client. So,
Yeah.
well, let me say, kung kinsa yung
Yeah.
ma-hire, dili mo makapasud.
So we're basically like the quality check.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're sort of like QAs for candidates, and then yeah, that's it. And I don't. Even if we can do that, I don't think I would do it.
Yeah, like it's
Yes.
not ethical. Maybe
Yeah, it's
during their
unethical.
time.
Yeah, and
was
it will also affect like the quality of like work.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So for like certain departments, so I don't
Yeah.
think. But yeah, that's like, I think most misconception that I would always hear every like family tapok.
And there was also something you mentioned to me, like during the tech run, that there's like ethical boundaries, like you have like checks and balances.
Yes.
But the recruitment team can't. What do you call that?
Yes, we cannot refer. That's I think that's I mean BS is my third company that I've worked with. Even in my like first and second company, it's really like a rule that recruiters cannot refer because it's conflict of interest.
Yeah, for sure.
There will be like biases if we do that. So yeah, we can't. And even if, for example, we know a candidate, for example, our friend, and we know our friend is qualified, we would always have our colleagues do the processing and not us, because again, it's conflict of interest, and there will be like biases that
So-
might affect the results. So yeah.
So you're not part of. You can't partake in the, what is that, like the referral program?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We cannot partake in referral programs or referral incentives, but it's our initiative, sort of. So yeah, guys, if you have friends to refer, please refer.
Yeah. Go
But
ahead. Like,
yes.
yeah, plug for the referral program of
Yes.
BSA Solutions.
Yes.
So yes, refer people, and that's also good because like we're showing people that there's no like under the table
Yes,
going
that's
on
right.
here in
Definitely.
BSA Solutions. Like everything is done. Like there's
Yes,
processes that we
yes.
follow.
And we always go for quality. So
Yes, because if you like refer a friend and then the client doesn't like it, it goes back to you.
yes, actually. So it's I don't think mabalikan na gyapon
Yeah,
ka.
yeah, it
And
goes
might
back.
endanger your job as
Yeah.
well and your credibility as a recruiter.
Yeah, for
so,
sure, for sure. So that's good to know. So let's move on to the next question. What's the hardest part about your job, considering that you are both client and associate facing? And how do you find balance in dealing with your responsibilities?
I think everything in the job is doable. It's something that if there's something that I don't know, I think it's something that I can learn. What's hard about my job is we have to talk to like a lot of people and connect with them. So these kinds of like candidates or people, especially if they're going through something,
Yes.
you could really like feel it, especially with the economy that we have right now. So most of the candidates would share they're not economically well or financially well, and I would always feel bad if they don't get the role because I know what they're going through.
Like, mura kag mag-guilty
Yeah, more
somewhat.
ako mag-guilty because I know they need the job, and I know that they're good, but di mo gonna naman siya control, and at the same time, it always depends on what the business needs, what the client needs. So I don't know, I just feel bad if in ano siya, especially if you've I mean, we always like make connections or create connections with our hires or with the candidates, like even in the initial screening lang or initial part of the recruitment process. So I think that's the hardest part of my job. Like I remember I was in my first company, and then there's this girl, she's fresh out of school, and she mentioned during interview na sige na siya pangita, and then wag yun siya makitaan, and she really needs the job kay because the story is from different island siya, so nagbarko siya padung here, wa siya kaila anything, and then nang-apply lang siya, di sa siya makatug anywhere.
Oh my
So
God,
sa
okay.
pair siya natug. And then,
Oh my God.
yeah, and then we would ask them to go back for assessment, and I feel bad because wa siya na-hire at the end. So natug siya sa pair for pila ka days. Yeah, wala rin siya na-hire at the end.
That's
So,
crazy,
yeah, and
yeah.
it's, I don't know, I really feel bad, but at the same time, ma-feel bad sad ko mulay or to give them false hope. So yeah, and again, wala me control because it's
Yeah.
always like the hiring managers or the clients needs good, and depending good na nila. So yeah, it's just sad. So I think that's the hardest part. Like when when you connect and you would know them on a deeper level, and then
Na naglisod yun sila and
yeah,
stuff.
or if they really love the job or like the job and really want to be with it, like with BSA or with the company, and you would really know nag-atang sila to be with BSA or to be part of BSA, and at the end camera so of course we would always tell them or keep their profile in our database and reach them whenever there are like opportunities
Yeah,
later
for
on.
sure.
But again, sa kataon na moment you would feel bad.
Do you feel like, since you're facing those situations, like, I don't know if on a regular basis, but it's kind of like frequent, I guess? Is it frequent?
Yeah. I
But
mean,
it happens
not
every now and
day,
then.
yeah, but
Every
yeah,
now
every
and
now and
then.
then.
Do you feel that now that you're numb, or just it taught you to be more compassionate and
Yeah,
understanding to
yeah,
people?
it actually taught me to be more compassionate. Yeah, so every time we would meet new people, I would always like sort of like tell myself na I mean, it's not that I'm not nice, but it's more of like I have to take care of of each of these applicants' application
Yes.
journey, sort of like that. So you really have to take care of it, because again, for me as a recruiter, I would see a lot of candidates, but these candidates, ikaw lang ilang remember ng recruiter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so yeah, you really have to take care of their
And
application journey.
you don't know what they're going through right
Yes,
now.
yes. And it might also help, like build confidence in them to, apply
Yeah,
more.
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, that's great that like you develop that
Yes.
compassion and stuff. And anyways, let's go back to the comments.
Sorry.
Break from the deep, the
Sorry.
depressing. um, yes, Sheena mentioned that they made a shirt out of the meme. Are you threatened?
Oh
Okay,
my God.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just in social media.
Oh, okay. Maybe Sheena has that shirt. Alan says a shout out. So shout out to Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Hi, Alan.
He's actually my birthday twin.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we're both November 19. I'm just not sure what year he is, but we're both November.
Cool.
I remember. I mean, we just had our first time we nagka-talk this year, but last year when we had our birthday, I would always joke, sunod-sunod siya ako birthday.
Hey, there's a lot of November babies.
Yes,
You
actually.
can't gatekeep your birthday.
I was like, for having nag-cake me on the same day. But yeah. Hi, Alan, my birthday twin.
So Alan, if you're sharing the same birthday as Olive, dapat dili ka sa BSA mo celebrate. You have to go out. I'm just kidding.
Or share your celebration.
So Miss Joy is watching. Hi, Miss Joy.
Hi, Miss Joy.
Okay, so going back to life at BSA, off air, you mentioned to me that you felt a bit of a culture shock when you first entered BSA because of
Yes.
Toastmasters. Can you tell our viewers a bit more about your experiences and your first impressions And were there any other company practices that were new to you?
Sure. There's like a lot of company practices that's kind of new, actually, especially with like engagement activities, Toastmasters most especially, because again, Biasa is my third company that I worked with. My first two companies are both outsourcing companies still, so all of the activities are focused on the client-based employees. So us internal we just work every day. I remember my first ever experience, like party experience, like Christmas party experience, was with my second job, and then here in BSA, because from my first company, all of the activities are focused on the we call them associates here in BSA, right? Or the client-based employees. So most of the internal, they would just we would just sabot nga, okay, laag ta, and then it'll be like out of our own pocket na, out of our own initiatives na. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but sort of like a culture shock as well,
Yeah.
because again, targeted good always client-based employees ang mga activities before, and especially since US clients are usually so night shifts sila. All of the
And your
activities
first
are
company.
usually
Yeah,
first
first
company and
company.
second company. All of the activities kay night shift sad or hapon sad. So if you want to join, you really have to stay until like 10 p.m. And I would go home 6 guys.
Oh my gosh.
6 p.m. or 7. So ano na siya. And yeah, that's sort of like a culture shock, especially Toastmasters. And I think biggest culture shock would be Toastmasters. And my first impression about Toastmasters is, I mean, it's a canon event to, do table topics on your first Toastmaster meeting.
Yes.
I mean, it's not bad. I think it's actually good. I mean, this is a controversial opinion, but I think it's good to do table topics on your
Yeah.
first
Oh,
meeting.
can you
Or
explain what's table topics?
Sure,
'Cause
so-
I think people might not know what's table
so
topics.
table topics is like a fun segment in a Toastmaster meeting where there will be like you'll be asked like an impromptu question or could be a photo or a quote, and you have to answer it
Okay.
based on your thoughts or your opinion.
Yeah.
So again, it's impromptu and it's kind of nerve wracking. I know I'm talkative, so definitely I know I always have something to say, but I'm more nervous on not understanding the question. And people might think I'm dumb. I am, but we don't want to, say that to
Yeah.
people, tell, broadcast that.
I'm sure you're not dumb. You're a VP
Yes.
education.
But,
Our project manager can't be
yeah,
dumb.
sorry.
Pressure.
But yeah, so I was more nervous on not understanding the question. So I still remember attending my first meeting, not understanding anything
Okay.
at all. Like, what is this?
You're like, why are people doing this?
Yes,
Why is
like-
there like a gavel?
Yes,
Why are
they would
doing
say.
that?
So yeah, so it's like the first time attending a mass nga mo sit down ka if mo sit down na,
You're
mo
like a
barog ka if mo
convertee,
barog
a
na, mo barog ka if mo barog na.
You converted to
Yes,
Catholicism, that
so-
type of thing.
That kind of experience. Though I really had fun.
That's
but
such a weird comparison.
yes, sorry. But yes. So, I mean, I was able to answer the question. Thank God I understand the question. But yeah, my nervousness is really more on not I might not be able to understand the question, but yeah, that's my first impression. It's a culture shock, but at the same time, I was quite excited because again, I never had that kind of experience from a previous like companies before. Because again, targeted good ang ilang
Yeah.
activities sa client-based employees
Yeah.
or sa associates. So yeah, I'm glad in BSA internals are included.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everyone, like there's
Yeah.
really engagement for everyone, regardless
Yes.
of what department you're in, and I think it's great because it shows that BSA really values like not just client experience but employee experience
Yes.
also, and they want to take care not just their clients but their
Yeah.
employees because that's great if. That's great. So let's read some of the comments. Alan says, yes, November 19 birthday twin
Oh,
because we
wow.
are made on February.
Yes,
Love month.
actually.
Okay, let's not get into that. But thank you for the reminder, Alan. Alex says, I love table topics when I'm the table topics master. Okay.
Yeah, I know you enjoy that a lot.
Yeah, so for context, table topics, Olive mentioned that it's impromptu speech.
Yes.
So we assign like a table topics master. So they're the ones who make the
Yes.
questions for the impromptu
Yeah, sort
speech.
of like the coordinator or organizer for that
Yeah.
segment.
Yeah.
So
Personally, I low-key, like, kapuyan ko, kaya you have to make the slides if you're
yes,
the table
table
topics
topics
master.
master. I'd rather answer
Yeah,
actually.
oh yeah, like,
Yeah,
just
so
get it over with.
yeah, so kudos to all table topics master.
Kudos to Alex who loves table
Yes.
topics. Noted, Olive, maybe
Ah.
she's the she can be the next table topics master for the next
Yes.
Toastmasters. So going back to the questions, talk about senior high. Um, you, apart from being the first batch of the senior high, the guinea pigs, you were also part of the batch that graduated during the pandemic. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was really that batch who, like, they had to go through graduation with face masks and all that.
Yes.
And no one, only one parent can attend, or like,
Yeah.
and then everyone else will just watch online. And after having been put through these major events, do you think it affected who you are now as a person? Because these are really big events, like change of school system,
Yeah.
the pandemic. It's, it was traumatic
Yeah.
for in different ways for everyone else.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, in the senior high school, I was able to adjust. I had like 4 years in college after. But having to spend like the rest, like, the 2 years of my college days in online class and then graduating with a mask on, a face mask on, it really changes my plans, everything. Because during pandemic, tanan, like economically,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
socially, everything's suffering. Everyone's
Yeah.
suffering. And of course, it really changed my plans because I actually, very typical college student. You would plan your future,
Yeah, yeah.
what you'll be doing after college to get that goal, to get that dream. And then during pandemic, I just got discouraged. I'm also like the type of person who gets discouraged easily and dali pagid ko matagam. So if that would happen, okay, dili na ko ana. So I'm like
Okay.
that. So when it happened, there were like a lot of changes because, of course, I'm the eldest in the family. So if I pursue my dreams and then pandemic already happened, I mean, my family was already, not doing well financially. We can only like 2 years ago among limit for the pandemic and dapat na like mugho outside to work. Because at that time, like work akong papa.
Because of the pandemic.
Yes.
Ah.
So, kinahanglan, and then I graduated, right? So I really have to like, work right away. Though I have like a lot of, kanang plans pa. But yeah, I got discouraged because of pandemic. A lot of things like shifted at the time, Jud. So yeah, it really changed a lot. I also became more appreciative of like the time I have because I mean during wala ba nakataga na tong pandemic, no?
Yeah.
And then I remember exam to na mo midterms, and then
Di ko nung yung exam or what?
wala.
Okay,
Like, nag-choir sa akong friends, like, bye, bye. Again, ako, paspas kayo makauli. So, after sa klase, muli nakit ko tayo.
Ah,
So,
okay.
nag-choir sa akong friends, bye. Then, last na dito na mo, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
last na dito siya, guys. Ka nag-lockdown na nga. We thought 2 weeks siya nga lockdown. So, we had, like, a lot of papers pa, like, sa school, and like, case studies, exams. And then, na-extend na ang lockdown. So, sorry. Na-extend ang lockdown till 2 years, right? 2 plus.
It was so sudden.
Yes, it was so sudden. So, the kind of plans na change.
Yeah.
The kind of, like, things na shift.
Yeah. For my experience during the, like, when it was announced, it happened in the afternoon, right? My gosh, it's like a traumatic March something, 2020. And I remember, like, we had, like, a class, and then it was during the class, like, there was an announcement for the whole school na, like, you have to go home because the governor and the mayor already announced everyone has to go home. You want a water break?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So, yeah, like, I remember that it was a very, like, sudden thing. And it was also during our midterm season. So, after we were told to go home, we had to meet up with, like, the whole department. And then, napakoy mga professors na concern na ka ng, hala, unsaan pa na ninyo mag-take sa exam? And then
Yeah.
everyone was like, sir, like...
Yeah, their concerns was the exam.
Yeah,
As well as my professors, actually.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
after 2 weeks, mag-exam na nga, after sa lockdown daw. Or, okay, dili na pwede i-take
Yeah, yeah.
home.
Yeah, napakoy, prof. Like, I think we had an exam scheduled 2 days after supposed to be. And then, yan na siya, like, okay, like, balik lang mo ha.
Yeah.
And then, wala siya pinakabalik.
Yeah, and they would just say, yeah, pag mask lang. I don't know.
Mm.
Ang exam ra gano'n yung focus, sir.
Yeah.
What if
But, you know, it happened. It happened. It was
Yeah.
really sudden. I, looking back, I understand their concerns, but it was really, like, I think people weren't able to expect that the crisis would be so big already.
Yeah, actually.
Like, to the point, yeah, people lost jobs, people died,
Yeah.
and all that. So, let's look at some of the comments. Carlos says, table topic suki, and he also says guinea pig. Oh, so Carlos also in the
Yeah,
senior high.
yes.
Okay, hi
First
Carlos.
batch, and
Guinea
then-
pigs. Fellow guinea pig. He says, lockdown 2 weeks, X, 2 years.
Actually.
Actually, yeah. Alan says, I remember the 2 weeks lockdown. I was a college teacher at that time. You were just so chill with my students back then. Who would have thought nga it takes years and changed our lives forever?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, like, dili lalim ang
Yeah.
pandemic for sure. Especially, like, if you're a student and, yeah, especially if you're, like, elementary or high
Yeah.
school. Because, like, it changed, you had to, like, adapt to, like, a
Yeah,
new
actually.
style of learning, distance learning, and not everyone had, like, internet.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone's ready for
Yeah.
online class, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and especially like mga little kids,
Yeah.
and then that's why like I think there's like gaps sa reading,
Yes.
reading skills.
Even like social skills.
Yeah,
'Cause I can
social
really
skills.
see it for our youngest, like my younger sister. Can really see the difference.
Oh, she elementary to siya. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not sure if I should be glad nga murag nahitabo to siya nga college na ko or I mean, we shouldn't be glad gud nga nahitabo siya, no.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
lesser evil.
Yeah, because I remember, sometimes like I hear people say na like, oh, like sayo na kayo na inyong kuan
Yeah.
kay online ra that you don't have to show up to school, but there were really challenges that came with it,
Yes.
and there are certain people na they find it difficult to learn like sa
Yes.
kuan, like wala yung
'Cause-
physical
yeah,
kuan
because
dada.
a lot of my friends or my classmates before, they prefer face-to-face classes because I mean, of course, after 2 years we get to, or after a year we get to adjust, but like first time daghan kay adjustment because
Yeah.
a lot of students would prefer it like kanang on-site like interactive good
Yeah,
yung
for
learning,
sure.
and limited rin na siya if like online class. So
Yeah.
at that time, I mean, I'm very extroverted, guys, and I'm the type of person who would chase the sun. So I need the sun good at that time. I'm always at home. I wasn't really doing well good. I was just like, I kept on, like, every day I was just staring at my laptop, like, okay, klase na po.
Yeah.
Then, kuan kayo siya, like, draining kayo siya, like, kapoy kayo siya good at
Yeah.
that time. Like, extra kapoy siya compared sa on-site, which is
Yeah.
weird. But of course, Karen, we get to adjust naman sa na life, like a combination of,
Yeah.
having
And-
to do work at home and on-site.
Yeah, and I think kanang murag mas na balance
Yeah,
bitaw, and there are
yeah.
people like na there's some people na mo prefer na kuan,
Yeah, yeah.
but we have to understand na there are circumstances na it's difficult for because
Yes.
they might not have like a conducive home
Yes,
environment
yes,
and all that.
definitely.
I remember, did you have PE during the pandemic?
Yes.
I had PE. It was so funny.
Okay. In college, you'll have your PE in your first 2 years, right?
yeah,
And
same with
then
me.
after that, wala na. So, ang pandemic, last ato is midterms naman to sa second year. So, naa pa may project sa PE ato. Gipa-video siya.
What's your PE like? I've seen videos na kalaga ning swimming niya.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad nga dili siya na.
Okay.
Wala na kay PE pag college, I mean, pag pandemic yun, kay third year, fourth year naman ko. But akong sister, kay first year pa man siya, and then ilang PE is Arnis. So ako iyahang ka.
What are you, like a dummy?
No, kanang, ako yung ka-sparring.
Ah, okay,
So
okay.
like, 1, 2, magana-anak mi siya, guys.
And then you had to learn also.
Yes, and I'm so glad nga wala na ko yung PE ato
Okay.
gipapasa naming video like last na like one time thing, and then after man na, pero ako na save sa akong sister kay na siya yung PE and need siya someone nga mo spar.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I still remember sa among sala we have this like kanang living room table, right? Like I don't know how it's called sa inyong balay, but we call it lamisita. So amo siya ipakilid, and then nami sa mong sala kay di lagi pwede mo gawas, and then sa among gate man sa or kanang like sa backyard, or I don't know how you call that, pero kuan man gud siya like kanang naay nakapark or like gubot siya, so ato mi among choice ra gud si sala na mo mag-sparring mi sa kung manghud ato. Weird kasi tuyok-tuyok rami kay gamay man ang space sa sala ra man siya.
It's like indoors.
Oh, nya. Kita ko sa akong miga kay PE man iyang major. So PE gyud siya the whole
Oh my
year.
gosh, okay.
Naa siya swimming. So
And then you
iyang-
had to do, you know, like, I
Yeah.
think I saw a meme. Like,
yeah. So what they would do is ilahang na chair, and then muhigda sila sa chair. Then ato sila
my
mag-ano.
God, that's actually real?
Yeah.
It actually
it's
happened?
just so funny. Murag, ang funny lang yun, yeah, kana. Pero ang funny siguro yung experience ako sa online classes. Ako, sister, she was doing oral citation, so you have to turn on your camera.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then, gikan ko naligo.
Oh my God.
So like nag-anak ko sa luyo.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then natanong ko sa mga ko, nagklase din siya. So I tried like ni-crawl ko din. Makita din gyapon ko sa camera, guys. Nagkamang-kamang ba ko kaya makita din gyapon ko sa camera. Naturo siya, murag na ko itong apart. Pero sige na lang,
But
sila kailan ako.
it happens,
Yeah.
online class.
Really
Mga
weird
ka remember
siya.
yun ko, like, na ko yung mga classmates, and then, like, mga nakalit ang prof, like, turn on your cam, and then, like, maldita ang prof, and kada ganing maklaro, like, they just got out of bed.
Yeah, like kanang wala tanan.
Yeah, that's why, like, kanang mag-meeting ang mga internal off-cam kit. Until
Yeah.
someone says,
Yeah, ako saan mag-off camera good ko, and then
It's
if
a
I really
pandemic
needed
trauma.
if I really needed to turn on my camera, kana attendance na usually.
Yeah.
Ako siya turn on.
Okay.
Or oral citation.
So, I think, yeah.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
So we're almost done actually, but let's read some of the comments. Miss Mar says, I know someone nga ni graduate virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, actually, when I got hired here in BSA, nagchika-chika mi na nilang Alex nga, yeah, I graduated,
yeah,
nagmask
Miss Alex
ko.
also said.
Yeah, nagmask ko. And then Alex shared nga ni, graduate sila online or virtually, so I'm not sure if I should be glad nga at least on-site ko ni-graduate, because I don't think kaya na ako ang online virtual sa nga graduation.
Carlos says, face-to-face is better than online. I was the one answering my little brother's assignments and
Yeah,
see to work.
I did that as well, module.
And then Chelsea says, I experienced lockdown in Makati. Freaked me out, especially lots of cases. Oh yes, because that's like
Yeah.
the Manila. I'm thankful I wasn't a student anymore at that time. Carlos says, not the PE video making. And then Miss Mar says, I remember we're enjoying beach camp ato sa Olango. Suddenly, a week later, lockdown na dayon ang Mandaue. Yeah. Miss Karen is watching. Hi, Miss
Hi,
Karen.
Miss Karen.
Watch out for the next, plug for Finding Mojo.
Finding Mojo.
Miss Karen is one of the hosts for Finding Mojo, and she's so fun. Okay, so let's, we're almost done. So let's go to this question. You describe yourself as a person who goes with the flow and learns as you go by. Have you always had this mind? Because like ganino, you mentioned it is what it is.
Yeah.
Or like, is it the pandemic na that changed, or like that helped you develop this mindset?
Yeah, so I cannot pinpoint what situation helped me develop kind of mindset, but growing up, I'm the eldest, so I'm always in charge. Sa amoa. So I've always had this. I cannot say it's control issues, but if there's something that I cannot control, or something would happen, or a situation, whatever, that I cannot control, I would always lose my mind, because again, I was so used to being in charge, even like at home, in school, because again, I'm the eldest, so it's always ate mong manghod, or even in school, okay, Olive, ikaw ang leader, so it's always like that. So whenever growing up, I've always had this, if dili na ko siya makontrol, like murag dili ko ganahan, and ano siya, I would lose my mind. I would get frustrated. So we had this activity. I think something murag nakapathink ko sa myself is that we had this activity in high school, senior high school, where you would fold a paper, right? You would put your name, and then you would rotate it. So everyone in the classroom kind of circle.
Mga retreat,
Yes.
recollection type of
Yeah, but it's sort of like, I don't know, it was like a random English
okay.
subject na day.
Abi na
At
ako,
a random
PDEV.
day. Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh, it's
so
an English.
yeah, it's weird, but I don't know. But
Yeah.
So what would happen is that you would ituyok inyong papel, right? Nga nasa imong name.
Mm.
So your friends, imo mag-fold ang paper. So imong classmates would write one positive and then one negative. And almost all or
Psychological.
yeah, it's
Psychological
not
torture on a
yeah.
random in English class.
It's really traumatic. Like, promise, like, at that kato na time no kay more gid ko, okay, more akong nahilom. Sa akong kasaba, nahilom gid ko kay, pag tuyok sa akong papel, of course, mabalik man na mo, no?
Yeah.
So, pag butangad to kay, they're like, okay, responsible daw ko. Like, inani, kanang muli daw ko. Oh, I'm a bit smart daw. And then sa negative kay, pero bossy, 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 bossy. Ang bossy nga word does not have, like, nice sound to it.
Yeah.
So, katong-katong kamera ko, okay. So, mo din tanaw sa akong classmates na ko. And then, I still remember, one of my friends wrote nga, ayaw tagda ang negative Olive. That's not true. Na siya. But, yeah, thank you so much. Like, even up until
How
now,
old were you when
I was only 16. I was in
senior
grade
high
11,
na,
yeah.
Grade 11.
So imagine,
What
like, I'm just
activity was it?
exactly like I'm in my
crazy.
teens, so I'm trying to build my confidence.
Yeah.
And like, okay, na nga activity, I was really really sad. So it's either like loud. I mean, I don't di ko ma-offend if they tell me you're loud. Like, Marco, okay, sorry, but loud man jud ko. But kato kay bossy bossy. So
Because
I was like,
it was really like a jab at your personality.
yes, and I was like thinking, I was just trying to step up. Like in a group setting, if like there's projects, if I wait for someone, for someone else to step up, dili mi mahuman, dili mi ka move forward sa mga projects, sa mga assignments. So I'm so used to doing that, and then kato siya, I'm like, oh, okay, sorry if I'm bossy. So I think that's when it started.
Because of like that random English
so
class.
every time I would do something, I would think, oh shit, is that too I'm sorry. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, is that too
Ignore
much?
that, guys.
Or like, oh my gosh, is that too much? Was I being like kanang pushy? I would always like up until now, I think that's when it started. Like I always overthink things or I overthink how people would, receive my message, like how I say it. Like, I'm fine how they perceive me. I'm just concerned kung example na ko insulted and they would receive it in a bad way because wala agad guys ni sultira ko, that's it. So yeah,
Like
I think
you feel
that's when it
like
started.
you're concerned if you're like overstepping.
And then I think that's when it started, like bahala na lang.
That's
So,
a
yeah.
crazy. Let me just comment. Like that's a
Yeah.
crazy class
I
activity
still
an English class.
I forgot kasi ito nga maestra pero
To Olive's
teacher, it's not a good activity.
I hope there's better activities.
Yeah, like random we're to like, okay guys, gotta
Let's traumatize everyone in this class.
it's not a good activity, guys. Like,
That's crazy. Well, hopefully, like it's been like 8 years.
Yes,
It's hopefully like
hopefully.
you healed from. 10 years. 20, yeah, 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10 years, 10
So
years.
I hope hopefully like you healed from that.
No, but it's really crazy. Like, I really remember it good, like, vividly. It's just so weird. But yeah. I'm fine now. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. Carlos says his final project in NSTP was to tutor someone, and he had to tutor his little brother and bribe him with
my
food just to
gosh.
finish it. Oh, that's crazy. The random NSTP activities. Miss Karen says hello. Hi, Miss Karen.
Hi, Miss Karen.
Can confirm the control freak eldest sister syndrome.
Right, Miss Karen? I mean, I don't think it's my fault. I was raised this large.
It's what do you call it? Like the
It's
eldest
my
sister.
parents' fault.
There's a song like eldest sister.
Yeah, I think it's also because our parents would always give us like the responsibility to do it, and yeah.
Carlos says bossy should have been lady. Okay, a little bit
Bias.
Yeah, so Miss Mar says role play man to amo per me, be it short dramas or commerce, offer English class.
Yes.
that should be like that instead
Yeah,
of
it should
traumatizing
be.
your students.
It's just so weird, but yeah.
So next to our next segment, this is I'll read 2 questions because we're kind of running short on time.
Okay.
So this is from your recruitment team, and I'll read 2 questions. They have some questions that they want to ask you on live. Let me choose which is the most spicy. Okay. We know Olive is a great shade, But if Olive, the person, had to pick a signature color, what would it be?
I know a lot of people or most of you guys would see me in black, but I really love pink. So I think
Mm.
pink. I don't know. It's just so vibrant and pleasant in the eyes. So yeah, I would pick pink.
Mm.
Sorry sa olive na color. Sa Jotam na sa ganun siya color ng green.
Oh,
Olive.
okay. Olive is green, no? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait, so but pink is like your what do you call that?
Yeah, I would
Like
say my favorite color,
mm,
but you guys will always see me in black. I don't know. I look good in black, so I wear
yeah,
it.
it's a neutral color. But
Yeah.
dili ka initan? It's like black.
It's actually all of my clothes are very thin. So
Ah,
even if
okay.
black siya guys, tugnawag yapon gani gitugnan ko so.
I mean, I guess like since you're in the production, like the
Yes.
aircon there is full blast.
Yeah,
It's
actually.
like winter there, guys, in the 14th floor. Okay, next question. Um, let's do. There's another interesting question. Okay, what's something you learned the hard way?
Kato na I'm not I thought I was just leading or I thought I was just stepping up, but to other people or to my classmates at that time, I was being bossy and controlling. So yeah, I think that's something that I learned the hard way because way back actually I really don't care what other people, bahala mo
It
dira.
gaff.
Oh, ing ano ko, bahala mo dira. Pero katong time ka, consistent guys. But yeah, it's
Like
funny.
there was really like a list, like bossy, bossy, bossy.
Yes, yes. I think that.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're okay now.
Yeah, I'm fine. Healing.
You might need Miss Jem for
Private session.
private session for Miss
Yeah.
Jem. Okay, let's do a last one.
Sure.
Okay. Um, what's your favorite or best memory from your time at BSA so far?
Best memory. I cannot pick actually because in recruitment we would always have this random chica moment every afternoon. So I think the ops team, Zana or the coex team would know like we're really very loud and IT as well like we're really very loud so we would always have this random chica moment or random burst of energy because every morning we would always have like a lot of interviews and most in the afternoon what we do is more of like admin tasks so we would always have this chit chats because every I think majority in the recruitment I think except Sarai and Jotam kay tabian good and loud good. So kana no may random chika. So I think that's I cannot pick like a moment lang or like one single moment pero I think that kind of moment with our recruitment team that we do every afternoon. Chika lang like random we're good like for example random na may makakita nga ni nabangga sa ubos kay among office na siya glass.
Ah,
So
yeah, yeah.
ngayon bangga sa ubos niya amo siya i-interpret. Ola nakuha siya ni ana na to ang police nga kuan. And ano siya guys like really very
Yeah,
random but
the
I
people
really
watching.
but I really like it. I think
Yeah.
kana mo siya mukuan away sa among roles and just nagchika lang mi as we
Yeah.
are. So I think that
So shout out to the recruitment team for all those random chica says.
Yeah.
It makes Olive's life more colorful.
Yeah, actually. And I was really glad sad when I got to like BSA nga ang recruitment team sad is I wouldn't say we have the same personality because of course it's different for everybody pero kanang murag wavelength from you guys. So yeah,
Like
so
somehow you all manage to converge.
yeah, so
in, like,
I'm not like dili ko too much and dili rasad ko kuwang. So yeah. Thank you so much.
So yeah, shout out to recruitment team. Thank you. And thank you all for watching.
Yes,
So let's
thank you, guys.
review some comments. Chelsea says, Pink girlies, here we go. Miss Cherry says, yay for pink. Oh, Miss Cherry also likes pink. And Carlos says, your helmet is
Yeah,
pink.
my helmet is pink.
Yeah, I think I've seen your helmet
Yes.
like from time to time.
Pink ka siya.
Okay, so the final question before we end our live is, what advice would you give to someone who accidentally becomes too important at work?
Yes. So
Now that you're VP education,
Yes.
a lot of people rely on you.
yes. So I think I said this in one of our execom meeting with Miss Joy. I just said, gampanan mo. That's it. Like if you're given the responsibility, just make sure that you're able to I mean, you embrace it and do it. What are you gonna share, guys? Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't have that much of like a
Yeah.
heart moving or inspiring advice, but more of like suck it up.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually funny because like we this is in one of our teasers, right, for
Yes.
BU, and then we sent it to Miss Raz for printing, and then Lyle sent that GC, and then she replied, "Mirisi." That was her reply to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
why.
actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
internal team is very fun. We have different
Yeah.
personalities going on
Yeah.
here. So yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the final question for this today's episode. Do you have anything to plug for Toastmasters?
Of course, for Toastmasters, guys, everyone's very welcome to join. Alan or anyone outside or that are associates or associates, you guys are very welcome to join. We actually have a meeting or one of our Toastmasters meeting this Friday. We'll start with by 2 p.m. in pantry, 14th floor pantry. So yeah, you're all very welcome to attend, and the
Yeah.
theme is bida ka pa rin. So,
Yeah, like
yeah.
even like associates, like if you have
Yes.
free time, like if 2 p.m., 3 p.m. is your
Yes.
downtime, you can just sit down there and like
Yes.
chill and listen to people talk.
Yes, and it's actually really good because you get to know people, learn their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you like, you can actually really join.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, like our Toastmasters meeting is this Friday.
Friday,
So yeah, feel
that's
free.
August 28th, 2
Yeah.
p.m. in the pantry.
Yeah, so feel free to drop by. And before I end this episode, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the VSA Solutions Inc. YouTube channel. We have podcasts, we have replays of our BU Live, and we have other videos of
Yes.
people here in VSA.
Sorry, I have another thing to plug.
Okay.
We have open roles, guys. So
Okay.
for those who wanted to refer, please kindly refer your friends or classmates or anyone you wanted to. So you can check our open roles in Darren Box. So thank you.
Yeah, so that's about it. This is the end of the second episode for BU, and see you around. Bye.
Bye, everyone.